going to struggle there. More than likely, his Manchester City career is over too. So, another guy who, I'm sure plenty of English football fans will be monitoring from afar. Another big time loan move, and one that I'm very happy to see because this man is way too good not to be playing first team football on a regular basis. Wilfried Boney, who I like to call Willie Boners, is going to be giving Stoke City fans the Willies. And he has joined from Manchester City on a season long loan deal. I'm not sure if there's an option to buy. I would like to hope there is. Boney is just so good in the air. He can obviously finish with his feet. He was just terrific player at Swansea City, a joy to watch. You just knew, of course, that he left for Manchester City for the money. Perhaps he's had an attack of conscience, does not want to waste away his career, and now he has joined Stoke City on the season-long loan. That's going to be a very, very exciting move for the Potters at the Britannia Stadium. Luis Alberto, who never really showed he had what it took physically to make it in the Premier League. Another Spanish signing, another failed Brendan Rodgers signing. He has left Liverpool for good on a €6 million deal to Lazio, which interestingly enough includes a 30% sell-on clause should Liverpool find that they made a huge mistake selling this player on top of buying him. Gotta laugh. If we couldn't laugh, we would cry when it comes to Liverpool's transfer business sometimes. Now, Shani Tarashaj, did I say that right? Tarashaj, I believe I said that right. He has left Everton and joined Eintracht Frankfurt on a season-long loan. Gökhan Inler, who I rate and consider to be a quality player, has left Leicester City, the champions, to Besiktas on a 3-year deal. Lee Grant is going to be promoting himself to the Premier League. He has left Derby City to Stoke, albeit on a short-term loan. I presume that means he is going back in January. Frank Tabanou has gone from Swansea to Granada on a season-long loan. And Didier Ndong, one of the bigger deals to happen in the Premier League on deadline day, has moved from Lorient in France to Sunderland on a €13.6 million deal, and his contract is set to run for 5 years. Serge Gnabry, not sure how you pronounce his name, but I am sure that he's a talented footballer who just never could quite crack the Arsenal first team on a regular basis. I rate him personally. I think he has what it takes to be a top footballer. He has left Arsenal for good to Werder Bremen for an undisclosed fee. Shea Facey, the Manchester City man, has gone to Herenveen on loan, so we'll see how he does over in the Dutch League. Jeff Hendrick, gone from Derby to Burnley. Derby sending some players up to the Premier League just in the nick of time. On an undisclosed fee, Hendrick has moved there on a permanent transfer. Adama Traore, a pacey winger, a talented player, didn't get much game time at Aston Villa last year as he tried to, break into the Premier League, coming off of just a very, very impressive and promising career on the Barcelona B team early on. He's only 20 years old, has a very bright future ahead of him. I think the pacey winger has avoided playing in the Championship this season by moving to Middlesbrough on a 4-year deal. Now, playing as a winger, he could partner very well and learn perhaps from the mentorship of striker Alvaro Negredo. Will be interesting to see if they can develop a strong partnership as Middlesbrough looks to retain their status in the top flight. They've certainly spent like they mean business over at Borough. Bruno Martins Indi, a very, very strong Portuguese defender who has, shown his fair share of flashes of brilliance. He has left Porto to go to Stoke on a season-long loan. Meanwhile, a player who has had quite the eventful career. So many different things have happened to him. Marcos Alonso, who began his career at Real Madrid in the youth setup there, eventually got capped, or I should say, got an appearance for the first team at Real Madrid. He eventually moved on to Bolton and then left Bolton to go to Fiorentina, and now Alonso is one of the biggest buys of the transfer deadline day window just before it shuts. He has gone to Chelsea in a €24 million deal. Another fullback who faces a tough fight to get games. Chelsea is a club that is more than happy to spend in excess of 20 million euros on players who face tough fights to get in the team. That transfer fee does not guarantee playing time by any means. Alonso certainly has the pedigree to get his career on solid footing in his return to the Premier League. Now, Eliakim Mangala, a very strong French defender who has found life difficult at Manchester City, has left the Premier League, albeit temporarily on a season-long loan. I always thought Mangala was eventually going to be a first-team regular at Manchester City. It hasn't quite worked out that way. So, it'll be a good opportunity for him to see what he can do in what is still an incredibly competitive division of football in La Liga. Philip Wolscheid has gone from Stoke to Wolfsburg on loan. And another loan going the other way with the Potters this time, Cameron McJanet has gone from Luton Town in the lower levels of English football. I shouldn't say lower levels. I mean, it is what it is. There are plenty of rungs there. He has gone from Luton Town to Stoke for an undisclosed fee. Oh, it's a fee. Thought it was a loan. What do you know? Now, Bailey Cargill has gone from Bournemouth to Gillingham, going a step backwards, if you will, on a season-long loan. Mihai Dobre has gone from Viitorul Constantana to Bournemouth. And the last piece of business, alphabetically for the transfer deadline day, has been Diego Poyet. He has been released by West Ham. So a lot of moves obviously taking place in the English Premier League on transfer deadline day. As always, should be very interesting to see how things play out. I am certainly happy that I waited until after this to give my Champions League preview, as many of these players came in from Champions League clubs outside of England. So with that, I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.